Hello everyone, welcome back to another seasonal diary with your host, Lemma. That sounded weird. I don't know, it reminded me of this sort of like anime voice of like a French person. I can't describe it any differently than what I just said. Whoever gets it, and I'm sorry about the connections. So as you can see, every seasonal video is different, and I hopefully at some point I'm gonna make everything aesthetically aligned and correct in my head how it should be, but because art and expression doesn't always come with the same filter and the same way that I would express myself. Express or express? No. I think that expression is very important, and I want to be open and let you guys know what's going on with my life and what I didn't want to go on in my life, and then some recommendations which I hope you'll enjoy because I did, and that's why I'm recommending them. So let's get into it. Yeah, things have happened. One of the highlights of the autumn is the fact that I had to remove 2 of my wisdom teeth, one that was partially erupt and then the other one that was just chilling, didn't do anything. He was the good guy, we like him. He was a cool, chill guy, just doing its own thing. But the one that was annoying was that one, the lower one. And for those of you that have removed their wisdom teeth surgically, you know that the bone that is on the lower part of the jawline is a lot harder than the upper one. The upper one's like, I'm just a soft little bone, let me just exist. And then this one's like, no, you're never gonna break me, I'm gonna break you. And it didn't hurt, the surgery didn't hurt. I was so stressed because I've never done like a mini surgery ever in my life. And I hate anything that has to do with somebody cutting parts of myself, doing things to it. It just doesn't make sense how I'm just chilling and then he's just cutting up skins and sewing things. It doesn't make sense. But if you take this out of the equation, the worst thing was the cracking of the bones. Specifically when he was trying to pull the tooth out, that I could hear the tooth going and it's so scary. Like I'm just chilling and he's like and I'm just there. The event isn't about me, it's about the teeth. But yeah, it was a fun experience. I definitely recommend it. I will definitely recommend you removing it. If I was somebody that didn't have teeth and my poor wisdom teeth were trying to come out, I'd be like, yeah, please come out, I don't have teeth. Do it for me. But I do have teeth, so what are they doing? Just go. Just disappear on your own and don't cause any issues. If we move past the wisdom teeth removal, which was super stressful, and I have my second appointment for the other 2 wisdom teeth, hopefully in February, after my birthday, it's gonna be fun. It's all gonna be okay. Other than that, another interesting part in my life is that I'm officially learning Japanese, which has been a huge goal of mine, and I always wanted to learn Japanese, and I think it's the only language school in Greece that exists that is like, you go there and you learn Japanese. So I go there and I learn Japanese, and I don't know what it's called, but it's like the Japanese introduction for a school. School in Japanese is koko. I hope I'm saying it correctly, because I hate when people pronounce either Greek words or English words non-correctly. I mean, if they're trying, it's fine, but if they're like dissing it without trying, I don't like it. I'm sorry. I'm a bad person. I'm sorry. But yeah, so I can do the introduction, and I'm gonna show you now. I'm gonna do my best. So, here's my Japanese. Thank you. はじめまして。私はアナコです。25歳です。私は 1年生日本語です。I hope I said it correctly. And then 私の専攻はビジネスです。I don't know how to say business administration and marketing. So yeah, I'm trying my best. I'm trying to do the best I can. I know that my pronunciation isn't always great, and I do find it hard to listen to people speaking Japanese and then try and understand what they said. And for the first time in my life, I feel like what people felt learning English or Greek, because I'm half English, half Greek, so I've always had this sort of interactions with people that only knew one of the two languages, where I could see them try to get past the quick answer that I gave them in these two languages and try to kind of connect the languages with their own head. And now I can relate to them because I'm trying so hard to think in both Greek and English and connect the Japanese, which is hard. I think this is like a bilingual effect when you get to learn a third language that isn't your mother tongue. I'm very excited, and I'm definitely gonna, make a cute little vlog of me taking you to my Japanese lessons in the future, yay! But it's been a dream of mine, and I'm very happy that I'm, doing this. Other than the Japanese language school and me having my wisdom teeth removed out, I wanted to also share the fact that I officially started working at a huge corporate company, and I always felt like I could fit in better in a huge company because then I can just be a ghost and people don't have to know me as me. I can just be myself and keep it a secret, like Peter Parker. I don't know if that makes sense. There's two feelings that I feel with the corporate world. The first one is that I just want to exist and have my own personal space within that. Because if there's a lot of people working at a huge company, they're not gonna notice you as much if you're just like doing your own thing. And then there's the other feeling. I think this is where the ego comes and has a collaboration with capitalism, where it's like, I'm gonna make it in here, I'm gonna climb the corporate ladder, I'm gonna prove my worth, I'm gonna make it here, I'm gonna do it. But then, am I gonna be happy? I don't think I'm gonna be happy. It's just like this sort of like, well, yeah, I'm a manager, so I feel like part of it is the fact that I want to do good in the world, and I do see that, not specifically in my company, but in general in work environments, especially in Greece, you get a lot of things that are very bad. Like work-wise, they shouldn't exist. And I've gone through a lot of things in different environments, in different types of work, and I've seen other employees, how they're being treated, and it kind of makes me angry because I'm hoping that if I ever had the chance to be in a higher position, I would be the more considerate person managing a team than just trying to focus everything on always looking good and always being just me and not a team player. But it's hard in both situations. I feel like there should be a balance. You should also focus on yourself, but you should also focus on the team. I don't know. I hope it goes well. It's only like the second week where I'm officially working there, but the training was fun, which was 2 weeks of training, and then we started working, and I'm hoping I can be myself with some people in there, and I've seen that they are very inclusive regarding to the LGBTQ plus community, and they also use a lot of general phrases that include non-binary people. And even though I haven't met a lot of non-binary people there, it feels very welcoming to, I don't know, for me it makes more sense that we use a more general response than focusing it specifically on the sex. It's a very beautiful thing to see in a company. I just hope it's for the greater good and they're not, you know, trying to
make us feel nice and then hurt us very bad.
But yeah, these are my updates. Some things are more serious than others, but everything's important. I think it's been a very weird couple of months, and I feel like I am literally about to explode. Like, I keep on putting up with a lot of stuff and I can't manage them in the correct time. And I feel like I'm carrying so many spoons or so many cups in my hands, and there's definitely gonna be an accident. I'm just gonna lose one or something's gonna fall out. I just hope I don't get overwhelmed and overstimulated at work. I'm always trying to make sure that I have an eye out for these things and kind of clock them before it happens. Like, I see it, I'm like, I have to take a day easy, or I'm not gonna do anything. Like, I'm not even gonna iron my clothes. I'm just gonna go to work with unironed clothes and look horrible, but it's fine because I don't want to suffer. I think it's time to get into my recommendations of this month, and
yeah!
I have my phone here because I don't remember names, and this here is gonna help me remember names. Also, this is my phone case. No face. So I have been listening, especially at work, by Yone, if I'm saying it correctly. They are an artist that combines electronical music with indie rock, and it feels like you're listening a robot build a song in a sense. So it starts off with a very mechanical sound, and then it gradually builds up and it has this sort of atmosphere to it, and it kind of all becomes music after. So it's really cool. I've been liking their music. I also really like this song, which I can't read. It's from Indigo La End. They're I think a Japanese rock band or pop. Please don't kill me. This is the picture, and I really like the aesthetic. They're in a playlist I made quite recently. And then the third that I want to say is Lover by the Knox and Dolores Forever. Dolores Forever. I've been listening to the Knox. Is it Knox or Knox? I think the Knox. The past week, like crazily. I'm a crazy fan right now, and yeah, I've even shown them to my boyfriend. I'm like, you have to listen to these songs right now. Now, regarding shows, I've watched the Dan Dan Dan. I'm one of those people, and yes, episode 7 was heartbreaking, and I actually did cry twice in that episode. And I really like the concept. I even have the manga here. I got this 2 or 3 years back when I went to London. I went to this huge shop, I think it's called Forbidden Planet, and they have manga, and I saw this and I'm like, this looks like it could be a good anime. And then it came out as an anime, so I was happy because I had the actual manga before the anime even aired, or even was announced to be aired. And then I've also watched From Season 3. I don't know if I've mentioned From the series in a past seasonal diary, but if I haven't, you should definitely watch it. It's a very good series, even if you're not a fan of horror mystery. It's a very multi-dynamical series. There's a lot of layers, and for a show that for some reason hasn't answered any of our questions and keeps on showing more, why not have more viewers question what we're watching right now? Because there's just mystery, and you're like, what is happening? And then it keeps on adding up, and you're like, but what is happening? But to be fair, for those of you that have watched From Season 3, there's some things that have been answered. We know some stuff. We currently know some stuff right now, which is nice. I finally watched, is it American Dinner? And I have to say that this movie spoke to me in so many ways. I really like how it was made and how it kind of brought this sort of nostalgia of, I used to watch MTV all the time, so it kind of brought this sort of feeling of me being 12 or 14 watching MTV after school, and this sort of like, these sort of weird 2000s vibes, if that makes sense. I mean, not 2000s, but like 2012, 2010 vibes for me. And I don't know, I like the colors, I liked the music, I liked her voice, the way that she sings. I don't know, I really liked the whole movie, and I liked how they complemented each other so well. And it didn't feel like I was watching a movie that was, oh, it's my notifications. It didn't feel like I was watching a movie that was solely focusing on the autistic label of female characters or male characters in any sort of, it felt like, yeah, okay, she is autistic, but she has so much more in her character. And, you know, she has autism. Like, autism is part of her identity and it's part of how she thinks. But I really liked how we got to see the other side of her in a very beautiful way. And even the main character also. I don't remember his name. I always have this issue where I don't remember names. But the other main character, the male character, he could also see her personality and how she was such a creative songwriter. So, you know, I really enjoyed this movie, and I even watched it 3 times. So this is very rare for me to watch a film and then go back to it 3 or 4 times after, in like a very close span of me watching it. So these are my recommendations. I don't have anything else to share, but if you have any recommendations for me for this time of year, or if you want to share your own, you know, monthly or seasonal update, you can comment down below and give some cute information regarding that. But yeah, I'm looking forward to sharing with you guys my Japanese language school vlog, and I hope you enjoy that too. I will try to video as much as possible, but I'm still finding it uncomfortable videoing things that aren't in my own space, because I have to be like, oh, can I video this? And then people are gonna have to say, yeah, you can, or no, you can't, or why are you videoing? And then I have to be like, I have a channel, and then it opens up the Pandora box, which I try to avoid. But yeah, thank you so much for joining me.